Hi everyone, in this video we are going to learn the well-known topic tenses. What is the definition of a tense? Tense has many definitions. Tense is a form of a verb which tells about the time. Tense is a form of a verb which talks about the time. The time is universally divided into three parts: the past, the present, and the future. Based on the time division, the tense have been classified in this way. The present has four subdivisions and the past and the future too. Let's see these all: present indefinite, present progressive, present perfect, and present perfect progressive. We are going to learn these all in detail with one or two examples with definitions. We are going to learn the present step by step with some examples and the definitions. First, we are going to learn the present tense, the forms of the simple present tense, or we also call it present indefinite tense. Let us learn the present indefinite tense, or we also call it present simple tense. Affirmative, or we also call it a positive sentence. First person, we also call it speaker. Some examples: I play, we play. Second person, we also call it spoken to. You play. Let's take the third person, spoken of. Some examples: he plays, she plays, it plays, or if we take any noun, proper noun, Vikas plays. The negative form of the present indefinite. We use do not or does not to form a negative present indefinite sentence. Let us see some examples. First person, I do not play. We do not play. Short forms, I don't play and we don't play. And the next one, second person, you do not play, and we also call it you don't play. Third person, he does not play, she does not play, it does not play. If we take a proper noun, singular one, Vikas does not play. These all are the negative forms of the present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense interrogative form. The formula of present interrogative form is do or does plus subject plus V1, means the first form of the verb, and object at the end of that sentence we will be adding a question mark. First person, do I play? Do we play? Second person, do you play? Third person, when it comes to the third person, we take the helping verb does for the only singulars. Does he or she or it or any proper noun, Vikas, play at the end of that a question mark. Present indefinite negative interrogative form. The formula is do not or does not, subject plus first form of the verb plus object and an interrogative mark, question mark we call it. Some examples: first person, do not I or we play. Second person, do not you play. The short forms you also can take don't I play or don't we play. The second person, don't you play. The short forms we call contrasts. Third person, doesn't he or she or it or any proper noun, Vikas, play. Doesn't he play? Doesn't she play? Or doesn't it play? Or doesn't Vikas play? These are the negative interrogative forms of the present indefinite tense. In this video, we are going to learn some of the uses of present indefinite tense step by step with some examples. Here is the first use of present indefinite tense. It expresses universal truths, scientific facts, customs, or habits. Here we have few examples of these. The sun sets in the west. He gets up every morning at 5 a.m. The earth revolves round the sun. Water freezes at 0 centigrade. Hindus cremate their dead. These all are examples of the first use, which expresses universal truths, scientific facts, and customs and habits. Here is the second use of present indefinite tense. To express A permanent state. The present indefinite expresses a permanent state. Let us see some examples. My house faces east, and my house has 4 rooms. Until he stands on the bank of the Yamuna, the river, which cannot be changed, and it states a permanent state of something or someone. The present indefinite, the third use. It also expresses an exclamatory sentence. Some examples. Look out! Here comes the hero. There goes the train, which expresses the exclamation. The present indefinite or simple present also used in the subordinate clause beginning with if and when. Here are few examples. The first one, if you request him, he will help you. If you request him is in the present indefinite tense, or we also call it present simple tense. Second one, if he works hard is in the present indefinite tense, simple present. The next one, when you go there is in the present simple tense. The present indefinite or the present simple tense is also used to express imperative sentences. Some examples are here. Let's go out for a walk. Obey your elders. Shut the door. Please give me a glass of water. Present indefinite or the present simple also use it to express or indicate a planned future action or a series of actions when they refer to a journey. Here are few examples. He comes here tomorrow, a planned future action. Our examination commences on the next Monday. We leave Delhi at 9 a.m. and reach Vizag at 12 p.m. These are some planned future actions or some examples refers to the journey. The present indefinite or the simple present also used in running commentaries on sports events. Here are a few examples. Vikas passes the ball to Rohit. Rohit hits the ball straight into the goal. These are some examples of running commentaries. Present indefinite or the simple present also use it to introduce quotations. Here are few examples. Our teacher says, slow and steady wins the race. My father says, hard work is a key to success. Kate says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. The present indefinite or the simple present also used to express some vivid narrations as a substitute for the simple past, or we also call it for narrative events in a dramatic way. Some examples are here. Ravana fights bravely, but he is killed in the end. The second, the sound of firing is heard. Lights are switched on. Let us see the present indefinite or simple present, the forms, or we also call it the syntax. Affirmative form. It has a subject B1. We also call it first form of the verb, means present form we call it. S or ES added for only singulars in the object. At the end of this, one full stop is added. At the end of this, a full stop is added. One example, I play cricket. Subject, first form of the verb, object. Let's see the negative form. Negative form, subject plus do not or does not. The contrast form, don't or doesn't. V1 means the first form of the verb along with S or ES for the singulars. Object. Here are a few examples. I do not play cricket. The short form is I don't play cricket. One more example. He does not play cricket. The short form is he doesn't play cricket. Interrogative form. Do or does plus subject plus first form of the verb. We also call it V1. Object, at the end of we add one question mark. One example here. Do I play cricket? Do, helping verb, I is a subject. Play is the first form of the verb. Cricket is an object. At the end of that, a question mark. Negative interrogative form. Here we have the syntax do not or does not plus subject plus V1, the first form of the verb, plus object plus at the end of this, a question mark. Here are few examples. Do not you play cricket? Or does not he play cricket? The short forms. Don't you play cricket? Or doesn't he play cricket? Now we are going to learn the present progressive tense. We also call it present continuous tense. Before we learn the uses of present progressive tense, we are going to learn now the forms of the present progressive tense. Here is an affirmative or positive form, the syntax. Subject plus is, am, are. Is used only for the singulars. Am is used for only for I. Are is used for the plurals. Plus present participle. We also call it verb form 1 plus ing form plus object. At the end of that, apostrophe is added. Here are some examples. She is singing a song and I am writing a book, which shows an action is being continued. Now we will learn the syntax of present progressive negative form. Subject plus is not, am not, ain't, are not, present participle, or we also call it verb form 1 plus ing form plus object. At the end of it, apostrophe is added. The short forms of is not, isn't, am not, ain't, are not, aren't. Here are some examples. They are not playing the game. I am not coming to the party, which shows the continuous process. Let us learn the present progressive interrogative forms. Is, am, are plus subject plus present participle plus object, and at the end of it, a question mark is added. Some examples. Is he coming to school today? Am I looking handsome? Negative interrogative form and the syntax. Is not, am not, are not plus subject plus present participle. We also call it V1 plus ing form plus object. At the end of it, an interrogative mark, means a question mark. Some examples. Are not they playing guitar today? Is not she writing her exams? The short forms. Aren't they playing guitar today? Isn't she writing her exams? Let's learn the uses of the present progressive, or we also call it present continuous tense. Here is a use. First use. It is used for an action that is in progress at the time of speaking. And we also have one more definition for it to describe an action in process and the continuity of the action. Here are some examples. She is singing. I am learning English grammar. He is reading a newspaper. These three examples explain the continuity of an action at the time of speaking. The second use of the present progressive or present continuous tense. An action that is not happening at the time of speaking, but it is in progress. Here are few examples. I am teaching in a school. He is writing a novel. She is learning swimming. These actions show that the action is not being done now, but they are in progress. Here is the third use of the present progressive tense, or we also call it present continuous tense. It is used for an action that has been pre-arranged or to take place in the near future. The wedding is going to take place on Sunday. I am meeting him tomorrow. He is going to England next week. These all are completely pre-arranged or pre-planned actions which will be taking in near future. Present progressive tense also used to express some persistent and undesirable habits, especially with adverbs like always, continually, constantly, repeatedly, etc. Here are a few examples. He is constantly gazing at me. She is continually watching movies on TV. He is repeatedly making the same mistakes. Some adverbs are used to express this use.